Hiking is meant to be peaceful, but sometimes it turns into something straight out of a nightmare. From eerie shadows to strange creatures, the wilderness holds more than just scenic views. What happens when a quiet trail takes a dark turn? These disturbing encounters caught on camera show the terrifying side of nature, unexpected visitors, creepy sounds, and moments that leave hikers frozen in fear. These shocking experiences will make you think twice before heading into the great outdoors. Unexplained sighting in the swamp. Was it Bigfoot? Do you believe in Bigfoot? After hearing this story, you might start to wonder. In January 2015, a man named Matt was canoeing through a swamp when he captured some eerie footage. As he paddled, something caught his attention in the tall trees. It didn't look like anything human or animal. Matt, curious and concerned, reported the sighting to a park ranger, suspecting it might have been a bear. However, the ranger told him that bears weren't common in that swamp, and there hadn't been many sightings of them. When you watch the footage, it's hard to ignore what's visible. Something walking upright on 2 feet, its arms swinging as it moves through the trees. Was it just a bear, or was it something far more mysterious? The unanswered questions leave many wondering if this was a rare Bigfoot sighting. A mysterious woman in the forest. While biking through a forest trail in Westmoreland, a man's GoPro captured something strange and unsettling. In the distance, a woman appeared, walking slowly across the path. What made the scene eerie was her clothing. She was dressed in old, historical attire that seemed completely out of place. Startled by the unusual sight, the man instinctively slowed down as he approached, trying to make sense of what he was seeing. The quiet of the forest made the moment feel even more surreal. Just as he got closer, the woman turned her head, noticed him, and without warning, darted into the trees, disappearing from sight. The encounter left him stunned. Who was she? Why was she dressed like that? And why did she vanish so quickly? The questions remain unanswered, adding a chilling mystery to his ride through the woods. Hikers' terrifying encounter with a stalking cougar. A group of hikers was making their way along a cliffside trail when one of them slipped, tumbling down the steep slope to the forest below. Though he survived the fall, he sustained injuries to his hands and legs, leaving the group shaken by the experience. Later, while trekking through a dense brown forest, another hiker had a close encounter with a cougar, a stealthy and dangerous predator. Realizing the cougar was stalking him, fear quickly replaced his calm. He knew that a cougar's strike could be lethal and feared he might be its next victim. The hiker tried to stay brave, talking to the cougar and demanding it back off, but it kept following, unrelenting. Though terrified, the hiker carefully backed away, aware that fleeing could provoke a chase. Gathering his courage, he threw a stone at the cougar, which startled the animal into retreating into the forest. Relieved, the hiker finally felt safe after the tense encounter. A dark figure in the woods. He had experienced her share of eerie moments in the forest, but this one was different. From the very start of her hike, strange noises seemed to follow her every move. As she walked deeper into the woods, the unsettling sounds grew louder, making her feel like something was watching her. She paused, feeling uneasy. "What was that?" she whispered, convinced she saw something move in the trees. Then she heard a sharp knock, like wood hitting wood. "Did I just hear that?" she asked herself, her heart racing. As she pressed on, things only got worse. He noticed something in the distance, a tall, dark figure standing still among the trees. It was unmistakably not human. Her fear grew as the realization set in. Was this creature the source of all the strange noises? Had it been following her since the beginning of her hike? The mystery of what she had encountered lingered, leaving Dee terrified and unsure of what she'd just seen. A haunting sight in the forest. In this footage, a man passing through a quiet forest stumbled upon something truly bizarre. While riding near the edge of the woods, he noticed a strange figure at the bottom of a hill. What made it even more disturbing was the way the figure moved, crawling up the slope in a way that seemed unnatural, almost like they were possessed. At first, the man's tone was casual, even joking about the odd scene. But as the figure got closer to the top of the hill, the mood shifted. The figure's movements were eerie and unnatural, making it clear something was very wrong. Suddenly, the man filming went completely silent, as if the sight of what he was witnessing had drained the words from him. Sensing danger, he didn't hesitate for long. He immediately turned and rode off, leaving the chilling scene behind. What was really happening in that forest? The question lingers, unanswered, haunting anyone who watches the footage. A close call with a mountain lion in the forest. In 2014, a hiker named Chris was walking through a forest when he suddenly noticed something strange. Hidden in the grass, a mountain lion was watching him. Its fur blended perfectly with the surroundings, making it almost impossible to see. Chris stayed completely still, heart racing, not wanting to make any sudden moves that might provoke the animal. For a long moment, they just stared at each other. Chris knew that any wrong move could lead to trouble. Slowly, the mountain lion began to follow him, moving silently through the forest. It kept a safe distance, but Chris could feel its presence every step he took. As Chris hurried toward his car, he realized the lion had followed him all the way there. In a brave move, he turned to face it, staring it down. After a tense pause, the lion backed off and disappeared into the trees, leaving Chris in the quiet forest. Strange ritual and mysterious figure in the forest. KY Derry and their two friends were hiking through the forest when they discovered an abandoned structure hidden among the trees. Curiosity led them inside, where they found a disturbing scene. On the floor was a large red mirror-like object, and strange symbols were etched into the ground. It looked like some kind of ritual had been performed recently. And the unsettling atmosphere made the group feel uneasy. As one of them read the symbols aloud, a loud crash echoed through the building, making everyone jump. The noise seemed to come from deeper inside, increasing their sense of fear. Realizing something wasn't right, they decided to leave quickly. When they stepped outside, things got even stranger. A shadowy figure appeared among the trees. They called out, but the figure dashed away, disappearing into the distance. The group panicked and ran, unsure of what they had just encountered. A firework-fueled encounter with the unknown. Two friends were out in the woods, celebrating the 4th of July, lighting fireworks and enjoying the evening. But their fun took a terrifying turn when they heard strange noises in the distance. Curious and a bit uneasy, they decided to investigate, hoping to uncover the source. As they ventured deeper into the woods, they spotted something that sent a chill down their spines, a strange creature standing in the distance. Its movements were unnatural, and it was clear this wasn't anything human. One of the friends, startled, threw a firework toward the creature. The moment the firework exploded, the creature let out a terrifying scream that echoed through the trees. Enraged, it started chasing them. Panic set in as the friends sprinted through the woods, desperately trying to get to their car. The creature's screams grew louder and more unsettling, and when they looked back, they saw something that made their blood run cold. What they had just encountered was something far beyond their understanding. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these chilling encounters, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more creepy stories. Stay safe out there, and always be aware of what's lurking in the shadows.